Welcome to this vodcast edition of Everything Korean, sponsored by Bridging Culture Worldwide and Korean Business Central. This is your host, Don Southerton. I'm capping off a 2-week visit to Korea. Over the past 2 weeks, I've been working with global teams from around the world. We've had team members from UK and Spain and Germany and Czech Republic and Slovakia and Australia, India, and the US. Attending training sessions here. The first week we were in Jeju-do Island, which is off the southern coast of the peninsula, and this last week we've been here in Seoul. Actually, this is my last night here, and I'm broadcasting from my hotel room, Art Nouveau City. It's a Korean version of Art Nouveau, so it's quite an interesting mix of decor. While I'm at it, I'm sipping my cup of Maxim Korean instant coffee. I've drank copious amounts of that over the last week. I'd just like to share a couple points tonight and then in part of this podcast. First, it's always interesting with people who come to Korea. For the first couple days, they're just really sort of in awe. And then they start looking at the differences. So, for example, they might comment about the speed of the elevator, or they might be mentioning that the rooms are very hot, or they might be mentioning that the traffic looks a little bit hectic. And I just point out that all cultures are different, and we tend to start seeing those differences after 3 or 4 days of travel. In fact, I was once told by a friend that the reason that tours start very early in the morning and they keep activities back to back all day long are so that if you're in a country for 3 or 4 days, you don't even recognize the differences because you're just so busy going from point A to point B. And that might be very true. But also, we tend to go and start seeing those differences about 3 or 4 days into visiting another culture. There is no right or wrong culture. They're just differences. And it's important that you start recognizing those differences, and you can learn about the other people from those. Over the past 2 weeks, I've been working with teams, I guess, from many different countries, and it's really interesting how global we are today, and how many of the team members are Skyping back to their families' evenings, and talking on their cell phones to their teams back in their home countries. So the technology is enabling us to be really just ubiquitous. I'd just like to close with a couple comments. I'll be heading back to the States tomorrow morning. I'll be at the corporate headquarters for one of my clients for several hours, and then headed out to the airport, and then jumping on a plane, and within about 12 hours I'll be back in LAX. If there's any way that we can assist you in your business, whether you are a global company doing business with Korea, or if you are a company that has interest in Korea, and I'd be happy to work with you, please contact me at dsouthearton@bridgingculture.com, or you can Skype me at ds19192, or Twitter me at Don Southerton, or find me on Facebook. So until next time, all the best. Thank you.